Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Shiko Mwangi. If you've never seen me on this YouTube streets before, you're very much welcome to my channel. I don't want to waste your time, so I'm gonna go straight to telling you guys about this amazing opportunity of studying in Finland. When I was doing the research, I was so impressed. I was like, how did I not know this earlier? You know, it's such an awesome opportunity, and this one, almost anyone can apply. In case you didn't know, Finland has one of the best education system in the world, and it's an amazing country. So if you are above 18 years old, you've finished your high school education, you have your high school certificate, you can be able to apply for this. So you don't need to have gone to university to apply. There is no age limit. As long as you're above 18 years old, you're qualified. So how amazing is that? It's basically applying to go for vocational training in Finland. Vocational training is basically a program that is aimed to give the student practical working skills. It's more of a practical thing. Of course, you'll get some theory, but it's more of getting practical work skills. Finland has this program and they are accepting international students, and it is free for international students, guys, from all countries. So anyone from any country can apply, and it's free, and you can even move with your family as a student. There are different programs that you can apply for in the vocational schools, and they range from business, mechanics, cook, waiter, waitress. The different vocational schools have different programs, so it would be up to you to research and find out. I will leave, of course, websites of the schools, and you can go and see a particular school, what programs they offer. But we're gonna be discussing about some amazing programs that are available, even that you can apply even this coming August. This opportunity is perfect for someone who has finished high school and maybe has not yet gone for university education. Maybe you didn't even get the most amazing grades, so you're not able to enroll in a good university. So this would be a perfect opportunity for such a person. It's also an amazing opportunity for someone who is done with their bachelor's degree in your country, and maybe you didn't really perform well from your bachelor's, or maybe you've been struggling to get a job and you're just looking for an opportunity to move abroad, because then you can use this vocational training to get skills, and those skills, after your vocational training, you can apply for a job either in that country or even in other EU countries, right? And it's also an amazing opportunity for someone who is in for example, you've studied mechatronics or mechanical courses, or you've done hospitality in maybe you're even having a job as a waiter, as a waitress, but would like to move abroad, right? Or even work abroad. You can apply for the vocational school, and in that aspect you would even have proof, which would really even give you an upper hand when applying, because they see that you actually even having experience in whatever you're applying. And after applying for the vocational school, when you go to Finland, you have a 3-year visa, you are getting the studies. So it could be you are in whatever career you are in, and you just want to build on some skills, or as I said, maybe you've even finished your studies, can't get a job. You can say you want to do the vocational training to get practical skills, because you have the skills you have the education from school, but this is also giving you practical skills, right? And an amazing thing about this vocational program in Finland, they also allow you to work part-time, so you'll be able to pay for your living expenses, because you are not paying tuition fee, but they expect you to pay for your living expenses. That's for your accommodation, for your food, for your transport. So but you can be able to work part-time and make money. I was watching a video and they were saying you can make up to even 600 minimum 600 euros per month, right? That's good money. For me, when I was doing my research, I was like, Oh my god, knowledge, whoever said knowledge is power, they were right, because this is information that can literally change the life of a person who didn't even expect they can qualify to move abroad, because mostly the study abroad programs are for masters, PhDs, but this one, guys, you just need your high school certificate and you can apply for this, and it's free tuition, guys. How amazing is this? So once you watch this video, go to this website. I'm gonna link down the websites. Go do further research yourself. Take a book and a pen. There are different vocational training schools in Finland. Start writing this school, these are the programs they are having, these are the requirements, and start preparing. So they have two application windows, that's in January and in August. When they open in August, if you're gonna apply, you need to already have prepared your documents, which I'm gonna talk about in a few, so that you apply by the time August is here. You already have everything ready, it's just applying, right? I've mentioned there are different schools and each school has its own requirements, right? I'll talk about one that I've gone through the website in detail, Vamia, and the link will be in the description box below. They have two application windows, that's in January and August. Not all courses you can apply in August. August is for waiter, waitress, and also for the cooking. Basic requirements, the first one is you should be above 18 years, but there is no age limit above 18. You only need to be, there's only a minimum age requirement of 18. Then of course you need your high school certificate as a minimum, but in case you have other education, you can also have those documents, those certificates. And for your high school, you need both your, what we'd call in Kenya, your result slip, and also the high school certificate. They require an English test, and for the English test, they are different based on the course. For example, there is one here for cook and waiter or waitress. You need Duolingo. It's called Certificate of International English Test, Duolingo, 85 points minimum. You can also have IELTS, English Language Test, and 5.5. like the requirements for the language are not so high. Of course, you need your passport, and by now, if you're watching this content about moving or studying abroad and you don't have a passport, I don't even know what to tell you. You guys need to have your passport. That's the first thing that you should be having. That's your first ticket. You would need the proof of funds, which I'm gonna talk about shortly, the amount that you would require. Good physical condition to study, because as I told you, in a vocational training school, it's more of physical skills, right? So if it's like mechanics, you are doing the practical work. So they would even need you to have like a health, you've done your health checkup, but you'll find those instructions on the course, depending on the course, and that information is available in the website. They need a reference letter from the places you've worked, right? So for example, you've worked in a hotel, they need a reference letter, and it would be even better if you can, the reference letter can be having a letterhead of the company where you worked, a stamp, basically things to show them that it's a real thing, you know, it's not fake. If you just finished maybe your degree, you don't have work experience, you can also use this time to volunteer. Before the August or January time, you have some months to volunteer, to take an internship somewhere and get experience, and you will tell your boss or the place you'll volunteer for them to, it will be easier for you to get a reference letter that has the letterhead and the stamp, you know, and that person is also required to write something about you in the reference letter. Were you good at your work? Are you aggressive? Do you send yourself? Start thinking, what do I want to apply? How can I get to that path? Is it by starting to volunteer in some place that will help me build my application, build my skills, and make my application stand out, right? Even though you won't be paid well, even if it's free, at least for you, you know, it's an investment, because if you volunteer for free, but then that experience makes your application stand out, and you get the opportunity to move to Finland, well, it's a very, you would have really benefited yourself by doing that, right? As I mentioned, the vocational training is free, but you need to cater for your own living expenses, and you also need a proof of funds, meaning when they give you the admission and you start your permit application process, there you need to show that you have funds to fund your living expenses, and for that they need you to have 6,700 euros. So you need to know where you'll get that money before the application. On their website, they indicate that the average amount you need for living expenses, that's for food, your accommodation, average of 600 euros per month. I saw that for rent in a month, you need, for a shared apartment, you can pay like 300 euros per month. That's actually way cheaper than Norway. When you apply, they have this new rule that when you apply for the vocational training, and for example the program you have applied for goes for 3 years, they will give you a permit for the 3 years. Here in Norway, I have to renew my permit after 1 year because my study is 2 years, so I need to apply for my second year. But in Finland, they will give you the permit for the 3 entire years. So when you show your proof of funds, it's catering 3 years. Can you imagine? That's so amazing. And you will be working part-time, and I saw you can make a minimum of 600 euros per month, so you will actually comfortably be able to pay for your living expenses. And during summer and other holidays, especially summer, you can work full-time, which is amazing. You'd be able to make good money, get practical skills to work, and after you're done with your studies, you can use your work contract for your part-time job, for example, or if you've got another job, you can use that contract to extend your permit for another 4 years. So for me, this was like unbelievably good news. Things are very competitive, very, very competitive. So once you see someone talk about an opportunity you're interested in, just jump on it and start applying. And so do more research, of course, and start preparing your application documents as soon as you can. The things that can make your application stand out: for some courses, they need a motivation letter, so it would mean writing a very good motivation letter. And for example, if you're gonna apply for the vocational school in, for example, being a waiter, a waitress, they need to see you have experience in that field, you know. So, and for some school, they need you to like make a video where you would talk. I think that's in Rivera or the different schools. As I said, the different schools have different qualifications, right? Different things they need from you. So that is up to you to do your study as well, you know. So, but as I was saying, you might some need you to make a video where you'll talk and explain why do you need them to give you this opportunity, and how is this opportunity gonna affect your life. For example, what are your dream career goals and things like that, you know. So you really need to sell yourself and stand out in these things. That's why again I'm insisting on start preparing early, right? They also need a CV, so you need to have a very good CV. Make sure it's detailed, you know, like if it means getting someone to do your CV professionally or your motivation letter, then go for that. If you get the opportunity when you move to Finland, it would be wise to start learning the language. They use Finnish, Swedish and English. Of course, you can survive with English, but it would be wise to start learning their language if you want to increase your chances to get opportunities after your study, you know. And also, if you, for example, learn Swedish, then you have the opportunity then to work in Sweden, you know, because if you have the visa in Finland, you can move to even other Nordic countries. You can move to Norway, you can move to Sweden, you can move to Denmark. So learning a language like Swedish, which is also used in Finnish, would give you a chance to move to Sweden or move to Norway, because Norway, they can also accept Swedish. Another thing that impressed me is because it's practical skills and they need you to have uniforms for when you're taking the program, they give you the uniforms for free and you get free lunch. You go to school Monday to Friday. It's a full-time program, and they give you free lunch in school. All you need is your school ID, and that one of course you'll get when you start the program. And your school ID will also help you get discounts when buying like bus tickets. So I honestly don't know what else, what other thing you'd need to hear to know that how amazing this opportunity is. So I just encourage you guys to go for it. And if you're a person of faith like me, just just start believing that why not, why not you, even though the opportunities are very competitive, you can get it. So just start preparing. Take the IELTS by faith. You never know. So just start taking the English test and getting the experiences that you need in terms of work experience that you would boost your application, and the reference letters from those work experiences. Get everything you need. Start preparing. If you can qualify for the programs in August, apply for those. If you don't get, apply again. Like, even though you don't get, you can still apply another time. I saw online that there are people who didn't get the first time, but they kept applying and they were finally taken. Yeah, so I wish you guys all the best. I will put some links on the whole Finnish vocational training program and the specific schools that I have personally gone through the websites, like the one I've talked about. You can just click on the link and go read for yourself the requirements and more details about the programs, the requirements, and start preparing. Do as much research as you can. Watch even other YouTube videos on the same. Take notes and just also stay positive. Start seeing yourself in Finland if you really want this. It starts in the mind. So that's all for me, guys. I wish you all the best. I hope that there is one day I'll come to this comment section and saw someone who benefited from this opportunity. And guys, please share the video with someone it can help. I'm sure you know of maybe a brother, a sister, a cousin, a friend, someone who can benefit from this opportunity. Thank you so much for watching the video. Subscribe to the channel, because guys, I will be bringing you more of such amazing opportunities. So subscribe, share the channel with people, like the video, and I will see you on the next one. Kwaheri.